Hi, my name is Lieutenant Gary Aswald, and welcome to the closest thing we'll ever get to an OG Modern Warfare 2 remake, Pelayo's Lighthouse. Somewhere off the coast of Spain sits a lighthouse, owned by a guy named after Pelayo, the king of Asturias, and notable figure because he has his own Encyclopedia Britannica page that I read 2 sentences of before getting bored. The lighthouse sits at the center as a guiding light to all those lost on the rugged beaches below, and despite being the map's namesake, is impossible to access. The fun thing about this map is that it's all one big island that's all in bounds, meaning you can swim all the way 360 degrees around it if you'd rather hypothermia take you out than some dude hardscoping the outer cliff. And if you haven't noticed, there's also an Atlantic Ocean's worth of rain beating down on the island, making it impossible to stay on a rooftop for too long without sliding off, and visibility is at what would be an all-time low if this map didn't release alongside another one whose whole shtick is that it's pitch blackout. Teams infill from either the north or south shore, and from there both fight to gain control of the central building at the top of this all-too-literal King of the Hill style layout. The main building, aptly named Main Building in-game, is a tight 3 stories where someone's always lurking in a corner or down some stairs. This hectic, always watch your back gameplay is mostly created by the 42 different ways to get into the building, including, but not limited to, sneaking through the cellar, climbing the ladder, letting yourself in through the balcony, using the side door, walking through the pre-opened front door, oh that was nice of them, squeezing through the blown open basement walls, sliding up the ramp, breaking this window, falling through the ceiling, or just spawning there sometimes if it's a real bad game. People who were alive and had working thumbs in 2010 may recognize the main level from the original Modern Warfare 2's estate. But while this floor is mostly the same, the rest of the house is completely original. The basement is where Infinity Ward checked off the every map in the game must contain at least one bar box, and is an actual full room compared to estate's hallways. The middle floor, like we said, is mostly the same as MW2, shaped like a big circle, which is actually a reference to how the franchise has been chasing its own tail for the better part of a decade now. And lastly, upstairs are 2 bedrooms with windows looking out into each spawn, so guests can start every morning with a good spawn kill or 2. This is also where I hope the bathroom is located, because otherwise, there is none. Heading outside, both the front and back of the house have sizable courtyards where mid-range fights are allowed, but other than that, the entire outside is doomed to a fate of hardscopers and long-shot grinders, with nothing but long sightline after long sightline. Let the stairs and muddy pathways that are somehow always going uphill guide you to our outdoor points of interest, like our 5G tower that definitely doesn't cause you to turn into a vampire. I don't know where you guys are hearing this from. Or the ruins of something. But of course, there's more than just the main building in terms of interiors. There's also, this one. I think it's a workshop. Honestly, this is my first time even inside this place. Scattered around the island, you'll find 3 cars, despite not only this being the least wheelchair-accessible island since the one from Lost, but it also taking less than a minute to leisurely walk your way from end to end. Like, I get having one vehicle to move stuff from here to there, taking the boat out of the water, whatever, but why do we need his, her, and her side his matching Jeeps? Down on the east side, you'll find the docks, another small arena connecting the other areas. From here, you can see a second island actually just off the coast that, believe it or not, is a part of the map, but you can't actually get onto it. You can swim around it though if you want. Maybe you're going for a pacifism run or just need a quick workout. But by far the best feature floating just off the coast has to be this ship that if you free cam and fly over to, you'll recognize as a certain little greatest map of all time. That's right, sure didn't think you'd be getting an update on the shipment lore in this episode, did ya? Oh, kill me. And that's where I'll end today's tour. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, check out the last one we did on Albagra Fortress. And everyone else can exit through the gift shop, where I'll be selling lessons on how to not show up in mirrors. Okay, so the secret may have something to do with that 5G tower.